But now the other person I was having the conversation with was Tosh. And that's why I say if it wasn't for Tosh, 46 would not have seen the light of day. Because Tosh just told me, Fakii, you know that thing of foot in the door? This is foot in the door.
This is exposure.
Yeah. This is foot in the door. Just do it. Just do it. Yani, Tosh told me, I promise you, Fakii, just do it. It will work. In the end, it will work. And you know that line that they say, if it hasn't worked out yet, it's not the end. So I went back and I told the guys, okay, sawa, let's do this. So we made the deal. So now at this point, you now start dealing with a distributor, because now you don't do deals directly with Netflix. So now we do the paperwork with the distributor. Then
are you allowed to say which distributor you used?
Yeah, there's a distributor called Okada Media. In fact, okadamedia.com, in case anyone is looking to talk to them, to pitch them anything, okadamedia.com. So we did the contracts, and now it was waiting for us to finish our final, so that we give to them to send it to Netflix. But before it goes, all the material goes to a company here called Hiventi Africa. What they do, and they have a website, you can check them out. Part of what they do is subtitling, and there's another thing they call, I hope I'll get it right, they call it closed captioning. So now, when you send the movie to them, you send with what we call a transcription, which is basically just all the words. And where there was Swahili, you translate into English.
And who has to do this? You guys?
Yeah, so us guys do that. Then we send to them. Now, then when we do that, our editor has to convert it into something they call an SRT file, and put it onto the content. But we also send a Word document with the transcription. So we send to this company called Hiventi Africa. So what they do is, I think it's called closed captioning. So part of what they do is, apart from now making sure that the transcription is matching, the subtitling is matching, they'll be the ones to ongeza those things of, like you see on TV, footsteps approaching. Barking,
those things, yes.
Dog barking, like they write them there.
Yeah.
You know, so they do all those things. There's a way that they do them, and then now they send that final file to Netflix directly.
But you're not the ones who pay them?
No.
All this is done by Netflix?
All this is done by Netflix.
So do you even
they're accredited by Netflix.
Do you even enter a distribution agreement between you and the distributor?
Yes. The agreement is between us and the distributor. We don't have a direct agreement with Netflix.
Okay, but then it's based on your agreement cost with Netflix.
Yes.
You're not, so the distributor, you're not negotiating.
The distributor now, you negotiate on how much they take. Because also this distributor is the one who will also be able to distribute for you your work. If it's not exclusive, they'll be able to distribute to other.
I get. But that you can have separate deals for that. You can be like, for Netflix, you're going to get this much percent.
Yes.
If you send it,
and especially for us, it was as for us who are coming from, we already had the conversation with Netflix. So your take from this would be X, but then now everything else would be this, like that.
So were you exclusive with Netflix?
Yes, in terms of VOD platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you couldn't take it to TV.
No,
you couldn't. Yeah.
No.
So basically, you're exclusive with Netflix for a long time.
Yes. So it's a 2-year contract initially.
Okay. And if they want to renew, it's them to come to you.
Yes.
Okay.
As in they have first right of refusal.
Okay.
Yeah. So we finished the deal. Okada Media are pleasant.
Question: have they renewed?
Yeah.
Have they renewed?
No, it's not your time.
Oh, the 2 years
It's not your time. The
so
2 years
year?
end this November.
This November. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But we've had some talks. There's something we are talking about.
There's a round 2. There's 56.
So now we have pressure of getting the final whatever to them. So now, apart from the guys Netflix calling, there's the distributor who's now
Wow,
calling.
wow.
Let me tell you how bad it was. The distributor was based in France. He came to Nairobi.
What?
Yeah.
During the vid?
Yeah. He came to Nairobi. So we worked. Now, the other pressure that I was getting was from Nick Mutuma and Tosh.
What are you doing, Bana?
Yeah, like, dude, we are supposed to announce together, you know. And for even me, I wanted that because there would have been a lot more excitement in numbers, you know. But now because of our delay, then it was
And your delay was a rendering and an exporting delay.
Yeah. I even tried to get help from Nick Mutuma. Really tried to offer me solutions. Like, he would tell me, try this. Can I send you this guy? Call this guy, ask him this question, you know, like would try out all those solutions. So Nick Mutuma was also an amazing person to talk to during that process. But then at that point, you're limited in terms of you can't even announce it. You can't even tell people publicly that you're doing this. So now...
That's when I would ask you to come to CT and you tell me, I'm working on something.
Yes.
I'm working on something.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
So...
I hate that statement. So many guys tell me that and I hate it.
But then now afterwards you see why.
I get it. No, I understand.
So finally we were able to prepare it. And by the time we were able to give it out, then they had already announced Sincerely Daisy. Then they announced... Disconnect. So then we were then told, after now that our material was taken, after we took it to Hiventi, they did the closed captioning, then it was taken to Netflix. Then now we got a communication from the distributor that your on-air date is 20th November. The announcement for this will be on 5th of November. So you cannot tell anyone until that day. So what we had done by then
you haven't been paid at this time?
No.
Okay.
Money comes after airing.
Okay.
Yeah. But their terms are good. Their terms are good in terms of like when they
the
pay,
trenches of
yeah. So so when we were told 5th November, by that time, because we had already worked on like a PR plan and we even had like a press release. So now we liaised with the distributor, like to say this is the press release we want to give. So now they would tell us what to add, nini. So we created the artworks, shared with them, they approved. So now on 5th November, I went back to that mode that I used to do for Nyash, hit send at 9. So on 5th of November, I hit send.
To your cast and crew?
No, to now the public.
Yes. But did the cast and crew know?
So this is what I'd done. This is what I did rather. So there's people who I had finished paying. And then there's people who I still owed money. But I made a call myself. Like I didn't send anyone. I called each and every cast and crew member myself. Someone like Gatonye already knew because I'd told him that about us going on to Netflix. So him had told him before.
Yeah.
Sarah Hassan had told her before. So now them, I was updating them that our go live date is on this date and we can only go live with the information on this date. So that, I think the go live date, I think was on a Thursday. I think it was on a Thursday. And so that Monday and Tuesday, actually I think that Monday, the whole day, I called all cast and crew members, whether I'd finished with you or not, all of them. So I told them, number one, we're going on Netflix. So everyone, excitement. So even if I owe you chums, I know you don't like me, but Richie, I'm calling you. Listen, I know I owe you money. So my conversation was basically this, especially if I owe you money. So it's been a long time since we spoke, but things have been happening, and I'm happy to announce to you that we will be on Netflix on the 20th. So of course there was the excitement because already Sincerely Daisy and Disconnect had been announced to be on Netflix. So by the time I was announcing to them, those who are not in those movies were now happy. Even me now, I'll have something with my name on Netflix. So I tell you, Richie, will be on Netflix 20th November. The information will go public on 5th of November. We are not allowed to announce. But Richie, I know I owe you money. So I'm asking you for your permission to allow me to go live with this movie on Netflix, because at least the money they'll pay, I'll be able to pay you your full.
Agenda live, what a say.
Bas, unaona hivyo. So that was the general reaction with everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. In fact, there are people who are like,
the money stops meaning.
Yeah.
I mean, that does not mean, but it's a big name. You're Netflix.
Yeah. So there are some who are like, do you need me to sign anywhere that I'm letting you? So I'm like, I'm just happy that you've said that, you know. So I called every single person, even if I'd malized with you, I called every single person. Then the other thing that we have done as part of marketing. Yeah. Kwanza that one. When I called him, he cried. He cried tears. Like I had him crying tears. Then he told me the way he had been going through a lot of ish at that time. Sijui stuff had been auctioned, nini. He lost sijui nini, you know. And even later on, he came to be thankful to me to tell me, Fakii, your next movie, hata kama unataka nipite tu hapo, nitakuja nipite, sitakuitisha hata bob, because after that, there's a 3-year contract he got.
What?
For acting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I talked to everyone. And then even as part of the marketing, we did some individual posters for everyone, like your name and the part you played, and now the whole 46 thing.
Nice.
So we give everyone theirs, like everyone, bila ubaguzi, everyone.
Hey,
we give them
glad
theirs.
for this happy ending.
So
I hope there's another twist. Huh? I'll tell you why this is going later.
No, I think at least here there's there's really no other twist. So as we did that, then because we had so we took the film to KFC, because KFC at around that time had announced Kalasha Awards.
Oh, Kenya Film Commission.
Yes.
I'm like, Kenya Fried Chicken.
So we submitted the film for Kalasha, and then I think like 2 or 3 days before the movie launched, we got 13 nominations.
Yep.
On Kalasha.
That's insane.
And then
13 nominations.
Yes.
Your first movie.
Imagine.